Well, what is up, everybody? This is Keith, Go Back Get It Guy 231 across the DFS industry, and we have another big NBA slate. They're just packing these games in. I was like looking at the game before even like researching the slate. I'm like, okay, maybe it's like a 3 or 4 gamer, but no, another 9 games. One thing I just want to point out that Keats and I have been trying really hard to stay on top of is just watch these teams that are on, like on road trips, 3 games in 4 nights. Those are the good old like scheduling losses. I think I forgot my list downstairs before I recorded this, but I think that the Boston might be in that situation. I'll double check and try to drop it in the notes. But I'm still playing Tatum. You'll see that here in a minute. But just watch that, especially with veterans. If you want to get like away from the dreaded like 26 minutes and hook, just be careful of schedule, especially if you have 2 guys that are like neck and neck and you're in a true coin flip. Pick the guy that doesn't have huge rest risks. So that would be my one recommendation. Quick reminder, bottom of the screen, subscribe button. Well over 2,000 subscribers at FSI. Just loving the activity. I hope you guys enjoy all the videos that we post up here and all the DFS help that we're giving. And let's crush tonight. All right, let's jump into the 5. Get you out here like 5 to 7 minutes total. That's the best type of videos, right? When you get the information you want, you get out of here. All right, so if you haven't seen, the Spurs are the COVID team of the week. DeRozan's out. We've got, why am I blanking all of a sudden? Keldon Johnson out. We have multiple, Derek White's out. Rudy Gay's out. Just multiple key rotation guys are out. So it's going to lead to a lot. Just before I recorded this, Lamarcus Aldridge is in. We want to watch that news to see how many minutes he's going to play, if there's going to be a limit. He's been out for quite some time, so I'd imagine with a hip injury, so I would imagine he's not going to run in and play 35 right away, especially, getting on in age. But that would impact, like, I would have had Trey Lyles in this starting 5, but it does make me hesitate. We want to see, like, how they're going to start versus OKC. Al Horford's a smaller center, so they could very easily start Aldridge at center, Lyles at power forward. Definitely hurt to Podol in that situation. If Lyles is in, I think he's cheap enough that he's going to open up a lot of value, but just barely missed the cut here. All right, let's talk about Jonte Murray. Without DeRozan, he's going to have the ball a ton. Actually, even like underrated. Without Keldon Johnson, too. I think DeJounte Murray's going to have a ton of the ball, a ton of responsibilities, fresh off of 22 shots. I say fresh. 10 days ago, because Spurs have had all their games canceled, so he should be very fresh. 55.5 DK, just a phenomenal player. Don't really, SGA can be annoying. Good lengthy defender, but SGA has a lot of offensive responsibility, so I don't want to get too tied up in the matchup. I just think DeJounte Murray's in a great spot. Super, super chalk play. Again, when you hear super, super chalk right now in NBA, you should maybe think of GPP leverage, but in like cash games, optimal build, I think DeJounte Murray's one of the first ones in. Patty Mills, I expected, get close to 30 minutes tonight for the Spurs. Look, Patty Mills is the one play I'll just tell you. It's just a little scary just because Patty Mills is a make or miss guy. You always got to remember with make or miss guys that when they're making, it's phenomenal. It's fantastic. Like to have them in your lineup. All of a sudden you go from like 0 to 15 DK before you know it. And if they're missing, they don't have a lot of peripherals. That said, 4,300, Patty Mills, he fills the shooting guard spot as well, which, I want to use Lonnie Walker at small forward, as you saw. Consistent minutes, consistent production in that 15 to 25 range. I think with, the reality that Keldon Johnson's out and DeRozan's out, we can probably get Patty Mills into like the 12 to 15 shot range in 30 minutes, which again, at 4,300, I think is a very good chance of a smash spot. Last Spur, Lonnie Walker. Before the hiatus, he was on a minutes limit. I would assume that 10 days off takes away a minutes limit. Lonnie Walker is phenomenal when he plays. He's just really fun, shoots a ton, is active. He can get us some boards and assists. Doesn't show here, but he's had to like fight with DeRozan and fight with Keldon Johnson. I think this is a chance that Lonnie Walker actually gets a little bit freed here. At sub 4K is a guy I want. Literally, right before I hit the record button, Kemba Walker was rolled out. When Kemba has been out, Jason Tatum has just been absolutely phenomenal, and he gets an absolute smash spot here versus Atlanta. I think that there's a chance that you even though it's 3rd and 4, again, I told you, and I was right. Boston's 3rd and 4 back to back, but Tatum's young, in shape. He's the type of guy I try not to worry too much about. It's like the veterans, like a Tristan Thompson, you might want to be really careful about here. But Jason Tatum, I think, probably is going to play in anywhere from 36 to 40 minutes, have probably close to 25 to 30 shots. 9,200 is a very, very nice price for him, given his role. Look at the last 4, 55, 50, 51, 47. Just think that it's a spot that we want Tatum. And finally, going to end on the Fro. The Fro is, one of Keith's and I's favorite players. I think he's I would hope the entire industry loves the Fro, but man, this is a great matchup. Again, this is 3rd and 4, but it's 3rd and 4 at home. And the Cavs really just don't have the depth up in the front court. So I think that, Allen's going to, well, I don't think he's going to play 42 minutes, right? I think, mid 30s again, and just the rebounding has been absolutely insane since Drummond's been out. 10, 14, 10, 17, 14. The scoring's going, and then he just adds so much block and steal equity. Houston could be starting PJ Tucker again at center. So what is that? Probably like 8 to 9 inch disparity. I think that Jared Allen is just an absolute massive spot to put up a big game, and a guy I really want to build around. Last reminder, this is starting 5. It's 150 as I'm recording this. Lots can change. Make sure that you're tuned into the news. If you want, up to the minute advice from us at FSI, make sure you hit that subscribe button, not only on YouTube, but there's a link to the site where you can join up for premium content, the Discord chat, cover every single slate, showdown tiers, turbos, all that stuff. So check it out. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Keith, aka Guy 231.